Hello and welcome to the Galloping Gurus, your home for daily horse racing analysis, race previews and expert insights. If you enjoy our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update. Or for even more in-depth analysis, join the Galloping Gurus membership club at gallopinggurus.com, where you'll receive our exclusive race analysis before the markets even open, giving you access to our thoughts ahead of the day's racing. It's all about getting that value, and if you get it the day before, then you'll certainly be getting exactly that. Ciao, ciao.
Hello.
Hiya, mate. You alright?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Not particularly excited about that violent drift on our 2:30 race. I mean, I could never have possibly seen that, could you?
Not really. No, I thought if anything, it'd almost be too short to back, but there's not a bit of that.
13-2 on the books there, and 9.6 or something on the exchange. I mean, what on earth's happened to it? It's like someone knows something we don't, because it has absolutely drifted like a barge, hasn't it?
Yeah, I did get a little video of the horse this morning as well, and she seems all good.
Oh, how bizarre!
Yeah, the trainer seemed relatively hopeful, so
Wow, that's interesting, isn't it?
yeah. So there you go. I mean, I think you did say it was put in favourite and it could drift from there, but I'm not sure doubling in price was what was in mind, but yeah, don't know what's causing that.
No.
Just hopefully during the race the odds contract, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, and maybe there's going to be a bit of confidence on the track.
On track, yeah.
The Barbary Lions are they're a group, aren't they? And I would assume that, you know, if they liked it, they'd all have a little bet on it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, could do. Yeah, don't know. Just madness. There's some horses with no real improvement in them whatsoever that are ahead of it in the market. So
yeah,
I suppose we'll find out.
Absolutely. Yeah. On the other side of the coin, I suppose our runner in the 4:15 Geneva, that was sevens and is now 7-2, so that's halved in price. So I mean, you've got two sides of the spectrum there, haven't you? And
Yeah,
but not very often one of ours drifts that badly. But there we go.
We'll see what happens.
Exactamundo. Yeah. Tomorrow's.
Yeah.
I've got about 400,000 written down for tomorrow, so
Well,
a lot.
better crack on.
Yeah, so let's start with Kempton, shall we? Do you think? Well, where do you want to start?
Well,
we
could just start at Salisbury first meeting.
Okie dokie, Salisbury. I've got nothing for Salisbury, so that's going to be your bag. All
right. Well, 3 o'clock. It'll probably be a shortish price. I probably wouldn't be putting it up as a good bet or anything like that. But Regional Rock ran well at Windsor last time in a really competitive race. That was its first go in a handicap, finishing
third
to some effect. Late on, beaten by Southern Flight and Another Abbott. Decent form. Dandana was also in the race, ran well, led. So I think probably got the run of it.
Yeah.
So I would expect Regional Rock to confirm the form with that. Hector Crouch on. He's not substandard. So no. I thought Regional Rock would be of a little bit of interest, bearing in mind it's only had the 4 runs.
Had to pull out
And last time,
wide as well, didn't he?
yeah,
He had to switch to go out wide to come round them. Whereas I
yeah,
think Dan Darner, this is by memory, I think Dan Darner kind of, like you say, got a bit of the run of the race really and was
yeah,
there. So
yeah, exactly, yeah. And Salisbury, a local track for Rafe Beckett, so I would expect that to run well there. I'd be surprised if it didn't, I must admit. But
yeah,
so I just thought that was a little bit of interest for anyone watching.
yeah,
And just a quick one in the listed race for 2-year-olds, the Stonehenge Stakes. I was at Sandown when Quest for Stars ran. It was over 7. He was giving away a penalty to a well-touted horse from the Gosden Yard, Lancaster Tower. He seemed to get headed for a little bit by that horse and fought back pretty well to win in sort of game fashion. The step up a furlong, I think, will suit because obviously that's a stiff 7 furlongs at Sandown. I'd be interested to see how it goes. I expect it will be short because Appleby 2-year-olds in races like these generally are. But I'd be interested in watching it to see how it goes. Could possibly be maybe a decent little middle distance horse for next year.
yeah,
Probably lacking the class of like being a real top class horse next year, but could be interesting to follow over trips
yeah,
anyway. So I thought that was of little interest. Quite a good watching card at Salisbury tomorrow. Not necessarily sure about betting, but just a little interest there.
yeah. Okie dokie. Anything else at Salisbury?
No, no, that was basically it.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, then let's go to the next day meeting then, which, well, we've got
Beverley.
Beverley. Okie dokie. Yeah, Beverley. I've got nothing till the 3:15. So I don't know if you've got anything there anywhere else.
I've got nothing at Beverley.
Okay. All right. Well, I have got written down here the New Bay Pearl is dropping into a 0 to 55 for the first time, having ran in class 5s in the main and last time out in a 0 to 72, finished 4th of 7, beaten just 2 3/4 lengths, which in the context of this is not too bad. Dropping to 7 furlongs and not much pace forecast, I'd be hoping Tom Eves will go prominent and try to boss these, seeing as it's the weakest opposition she's encountered. Forecast to be 13 to 2 might be worth a small chance. So yeah, I mean, she has in the main been running against better horses than these, and this is by far the lowest grade she's ran in. And Tom Eves has ridden it the last few times and hasn't been disgraced in better races than this. Even the class 6 that she ran in was a 65. And like I say, last time out at Pontefract wasn't a horrible run, and back down to the 7 and a 0 to 55 at a decent price might be worth a small play. So that was that's my assessment on the 3:15 there. So other than that, I've got nothing at Beverley. Don't know if you've
Right.
got anything there. Or...
No, nothing at Beverley for me.
Okie dokie. So we're off to Foss, and I don't have anything till the 4:07.
No, I've got one in the 407 as well. So
Okay. Well, my spiel says Miracle of the Andes ran in a 0 to 75 last time out. And to say the jockey gave her an easy time would be an understatement. She was travelling best of all with nowhere to go, and ultimately the jockey made sure she was well beaten. But for me, could have done quite a bit better if they had wanted to. She's into a 0 to 63, where she is top rated, having somehow been dropped £2 by the handicapper for her last run. Forecast to be tens, I'd be happy to play her small at 6s or above. So that's my spiel in there.
Yeah, definitely got a chance, hasn't it? It's not the best race in the world.
I mean, I don't know if you watched the race, but she was travelling like a travelly thing in behind them, behind Diamond, Duke, and those lot, and it was it didn't strike me as old Tom wanted to get too busy with her at that point, and I just think that this grade's something a little bit easier, and she's got a chance of improving as well. And like you say, the race isn't particularly good. I mean, if she was anywhere near 10-1, I'd fall over. But you know, I think if she's a price, I think she'd be worth a small play. So which one was your one in here then?
Well, mine a lot more obvious, I must admit. The Coffee Pod of William Muir and Chris Grassick, heavily bet last time. Way too keen over the 6 furlongs. I mean, it pulled the jockey's arms out for 3 furlongs. Got no cover on the wing.
Yeah.
Still, wasn't beaten far. Beaten pretty much less than a length.
Yeah.
There by Safari Dream.
Yeah.
Who again he was strongly fancied that day.
Yeah.
For a yard in form, the Millmans.
Yeah.
Newsreader a little bit unlucky in behind as well.
Well bet, heavily bet.
Yeah. So I thought the Coffee Pod dropping back down to 5 furlongs in a worse race was definitely of interest.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. Dropped in grade, like you say. You know, the horses in there, that the winner was rated 70, Diamond in the Dark 69, Newsreader 68. And Monsieur Patat, well, we do know that the horse is well handicapped, and unfortunately they went for a big old tilt against the Gary Moore horse that day, which I think kind of put paid to him for a minute, hasn't it? But we do still know that horse is well handicapped. So, yeah, I can definitely see where you come from with the old Coffee Pod. Yeah.
So, that was that for me.
Yeah, okie dokie. So, I've got nothing till then the 5:10. Something to talk about in there. Ivat Gear ran well first time in a handicap, last time out when finishing strongly into second from an unpromising position as the front two had slipped the field by some way. She's a 3-year-old filly receiving weight for age and might be worth a small chance to improve again at a forecast price of 5. I wasn't jumping up and down about the race, but it's a rubbish race, and ultimately, if something could improve a little bit, it could be her. I think she's the only 3-year-old in there, isn't she? Yeah, and finished pretty nicely, I thought, last time out. So yeah, that was the one that I was a little bit interested in.
Yeah, interesting.
Okie dokie. So now we're then off to Kempton, are we?
Just want to talk about the 6:10. Obviously, it won't be a bet, but A Daughter's Love won by, I think it was 10 lengths last week. Completely out of the blue. Well, I say completely out of the blue. I mean, it had been in decent form, but it was running. I mean, there was absolutely nothing to suggest it was going to rout this field.
No.
It's just, I can't quite believe what I saw, I must admit. She quite simply went past them all on the bridle. It was unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean, I've absolutely no doubt in my mind she'll be a really short price, and it'll be interesting to see if she backs it up round here, because I mean, you don't see that every day, I must admit.
No, and she's only got the £6 penalty at the moment.
Yeah, I mean,
Christ.
Yeah, it was madness. It was absolute madness. I mean, it was like she was a group horse against absolute plodders.
Yeah.
I wish I'd known it was going to happen because it was actually a decent price as well.
10 to
It's 10
1.
to 1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, quite obviously, I wouldn't be advising having a bet or anything on it. I probably wouldn't be betting against it because obviously, if it turned up in that form, the others will barely see which way she goes. But I mean, interesting to see if she can replicate it.
Yeah.
Because that was quite extraordinary, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a race of interest to me to watch
Yeah.
to see exactly what happened there.
Yeah. I mean, they're forecasting Bella Katie to be in front of it in the market. I cannot believe that can
Wow.
possibly be, can it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, the problem is you see a performance like that, and it's one of those where you think, I can't quite believe what I've seen. So it's whether it was too good to be true,
Yeah.
or whether it is genuine form. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see exactly what it was.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. So then we're off to Kempton finally, where there's a fair bit going on there, I suppose. I've got nothing till the 6:30, and the 6:30 is only a talk about for me. So I don't know if you've got nothing prior to that.
No.
Okay, so what I've said is Cogitate we put up last time in the analysis, and he finished 4th, which was okay, but not as we'd hoped. His best form probably is here at Kempton. So down a pound must have a favourite's chance, but Charlie Bishop at forecast 3s doesn't have me rushing to the bookies. I don't know what you think about the race. That's all I've said, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I think it's Visor first time, isn't it? Rather than, was it Cheap Pieces last time? I did watch it about an hour ago, but
yeah,
I can't
Pieces.
quite remember.
Well, it's Pieces the second time, actually, it was.
Right. Yeah. So obviously they're sort of going all out to try and find the winning key to this horse. Like you say, best form has probably come round here, so that would be a little positive. Disappointed really with last time, I must admit.
Yeah.
Drawn in 9, Charles Bishop.
3 to 1.
Yeah, drawn in 9 and Charles Bishop, and 3 to 1 aren't a mix I enjoy.
No.
That's for sure. I'd be looking for a bigger price than that.
Yeah.
Definite chance. Undoubtedly, it's got a chance if things fall his way, but yeah, a little bit. Not really enticing at that price, I must admit. If it was 6 to 1, I mean, then for about the 100th time, I'd be going in on the Cogitate. But yeah, forecast 3 to 1, I'd be leaving it. And I thought Percy's Lad ran well when he ran here 2 starts ago. It was possibly playing towards front runners that day. So, I mean, maybe it was a little bit flattered, but it was a good run. He travelled well. And I thought he found as well, and Satar was just sort of too good for him on the day.
Yeah.
I mean, Ibrahim Nada's no mug in the saddle.
No, he's not.
We had a winner last night at Windsor. He looks relatively tidy and talks quite well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And the Kublers could not be in better form. I mean, they're absolutely flying, aren't they?
Great season, yeah. Considering they're leaving, they're moving, aren't they? To where are they moving to?
Well, I think Bahrain, but I don't know. I think they might be having runners here and runners there.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought they were up.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be right. I don't really know, but
well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I like them as trainers. I like them.
Absolutely, yeah. They can certainly get the job done, and yeah, as they're showing at the moment, absolutely flying. So I'd give Percy's Lad a small chance from the front, but Kempton on Monday wasn't really playing towards front runners that much, so
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is going to be hotter
Yeah.
Wednesday, so possibly it will then. Impossible to know, isn't it?
I
But
think so. They seem to do things to the track at any given point. You know, if they've put a certain amount of water down on it, then it will ride one way, and if they don't put any water on it, it'll run another way. You know,
yeah,
you know, these.
and I think the surface has been relayed as well about a few weeks ago, so I
Oh,
think it
okay.
takes a while for that to bed in properly.
I see. I thought they decided not to relay it. I read somewhere that I thought that they decided that they weren't going to because, and then I read also somebody saying it's because they're obviously trying to sell the land or something. So that is,
Yeah,
yeah. So
maybe.
maybe they have relayed it, and that's why it's all been up in the air or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But
No,
interesting
who
stuff.
knows?
Nonetheless, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the 6:30. On to the 7 o'clock. Written a little spiel out for this too. I've said Metal Merchants ran his first eye-catching run since 2024, having dropped from a mark of 98 and now off a mark of 83, and the yard in excellent form. Could have a fair chance from a good draw. He finished fourth behind our selection, Fantastic Fox at Newcastle last time out, doing some of his best work in the finish, so we would want him to adopt a reasonably prominent position over the 7 furlongs. He's forecast to be 11-2. I've said Kinnero is a horse that could have more to offer on the all-weather, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes with Billy Booked. And back at Kempton, where he's ran some decent races, forecast to be 10s. So that's what I've written about in the in that race. I don't know if you had many thoughts.
Yeah, I thought Philanthropist would have a little bit of a chance. James Fanshawe in flying form.
Yeah, had two last night, didn't
Yeah, two newcomers. And to be honest, he was a little bit unlucky with Hot Silk as well.
he? Yeah,
That only narrowly denied, which I would have been pretty annoyed about, having fancied it the last day. So,
crikey, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, sort of glad that didn't go in. I can certainly see Metal Merchant chance. John Butler in absolute flying form. David Egan generally when he rides for Butler, they're not too far away. Drawing in 3,
Yeah,
that'll be all things could go his way. I thought Chalk Mountain back at his favourite track probably had a bit of a chance as well.
that jockey was so weak last time. Oh, that's kind of what put me off really, because we fancied him last time out, didn't we? And I just felt that Alfie, who's back on again, just was really weak in the finish. I was just, oh goodness! And when Hector came up sides, I just thought, well, here we go.
Yeah, yeah,
We're all done there. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's his favourite track, isn't it?
yeah.
Here at
I
Kempton.
think he goes best here, to
He
be
does.
honest. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be ruling him out
No, hell
by
no.
any means.
No.
Racing Breaks rider, he will go to the front. I would have thought from 11. Newcastle was playing towards front runners that day,
Yeah.
so possibly flattered, but he certainly travelled well, and I thought he put the race to bed like relatively easily, more so than the winning margin suggested at Newcastle. So I couldn't totally be against him. So they were the ones I was interested in there.
Okie
Which,
dokie.
considering there's only 11 runners, doesn't make it an ideal race for me.
No. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Nothing then for me until the 8 o'clock. So I don't know if you've got anything in the 7:30.
Not really. I thought, again, like what you were just saying, I thought Metallo, tiny bit interesting, dropped to 75 now.
Yeah.
At some point, he's going to come good.
Yeah.
It just seems like they don't really know what his ideal trip is at the moment.
No.
It almost changes every time. He's drawn in 4, which means he could adopt a decent position.
Yeah.
Thought this was by far the weaker division of the two.
Yeah. I mean, if the money came for this, you'd definitely have to be interested, wouldn't you? I mean,
Yeah.
I think the pair of them obviously have got some sort of interest, and yeah, like you say, it is the weaker of the two divisions.
Yeah, I'd be struggling to give a chance to too many in here. Grey Soul, obviously, you give a chance to, but slight, like slightly harder task. Star Dancer won all right at Chepstow last time. Doesn't run very often, does it?
No.
The old 4-year-old. Only the 7 starts so far. So Georgia Doby, I think she won on it last time. So that'd be fair enough. And Warrior Mode, a little bit interesting. A Prescott horse, still with Prescott.
Yeah.
Now, as a 4-year-old, must be thinking they'll be getting more wins out of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, lightly raced, so probably more improvement to come there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, didn't have a strong view on that, but just a couple of interesting ones there.
Yeah. I think, like you say, if a load of cake came for Metallo, you'd have to be interested, especially close to the off. But
off a marker 75, it would not surprise me if money did come for this.
No. So interesting nonetheless, there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock.
Yep.
8 o'clock. I've written Final Night was flying home last time out at York, where he probably should have won, and back here at Kempton, where his course and distance stats read 8 runs, 4 wins. And Billy Loughnane booked all except for a good showing. He's forecast to be 4s. Gallant we put in the analysis last time out at Ascot, and he finished well in 3rd, doing some good late work over 7 furlongs. Back on the all-weather and possibly back up to a mile. He has a reasonable chance as well. Dropped another pound and forecast to be 11-2. So they were the two that I was interested in and wrote something down for. Don't know what you were saying in there.
Well, for me, it's all about Final Night here.
Yeah.
I must say, I am quite keen on it. There's no two ways about it, really.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Got a cracking goals and distance record. And like I said, probably should have won at York last time.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky, and Billy taking the ride is always nice to see. Like you say, Gallant certainly got a chance with Kieran Fallon on. I was a good jockey booking there. But, I mean, make no mistake, there are dangers to it, but sometimes I think you get it in your head that you just fancy a horse and you almost blank out everything else. So I'll be a little bit disappointed if Final Night doesn't run well.
Oh, I think he definitely run well. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, he probably will be carrying some of my money.
As long as he's a price, yeah. But we might. There's a possibility of that, because this Rogue Allegiance is forecast 1 to be favourite, and it is a James Owen horse, so the bookmakers will be frightened of him, and they will cramp his odds. But beat Northview last time out, and Northview's been beaten plenty of times.
He broke my heart last time, old Rogue Allegiance. I'll be struggling to forgive him for that.
Yeah. But in 3rd was Campani, who was a little way behind, but that was rated 59. I'm just not sure how good that race was at Yarmouth there. And prior to that, got beat by Raging Raj. I just think the form of Final Night and Gallant is at this present point a bit better than Rogue Allegiances. So
yeah, I thought one other with the possible little danger, Sovereign View.
Yeah.
He's been running some decent races on the all-weather.
Yep.
Especially, I thought the third round here, when he was behind Satar and Percy's Lad, who we've sort of spoke about.
Yeah.
That was a slightly better race as well. I mean, Satar won off 87, Percy's Lad second off 85.
Yeah, it's a good run, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, sliding back into a 0 to 80. I don't think you could rule him out.
No, you can't. No. 3-year-old receiving weight for age as well.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't actually surprise me if money came for that.
No, it wouldn't me either. No.
I'd be almost distraught to see it win, but you could make a case for it nonetheless.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. But yeah, very interesting race for me.
Yeah. Do you know, I have actually written down that Demuji is back at the scene of his sole win, and I'm just interested to see if the money arrived for that. That's all I've said about it. It's not something I'm jumping up and down about. He ran terrible last time, but it was only really an all-weather thing, and if a bucket of money came in for it, then you might be able to see something of that. But ultimately, final night would be the one that I liked the most in there. But there's a couple in there, Fearful, Gallant, like you say, Sovereign View.
Yeah, it's not as I'm a little bit gutted that final night's not in the first division of this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think I'd be queuing up at Kempton 2 hours before to get in to watch the old final night in the first division.
Why? I wonder why. Oh well, he's got Metallo in there.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, he's got Metallo in there.
Well, I don't know. I wish we could do substitutions, put it that way.
Yeah, I wonder why. I'm sure you would think it was probably entered in both divisions, wouldn't you?
I think you put in some sort of preference, don't you?
Yeah.
As to which, so obviously John's not going to want both in the same race, so.
Well, maybe he thinks Metallo's going to go and open a big can of pass on this first division then, and he didn't want to be taking on he didn't want to be taking on final night.
No, could be. Or Butler could be lining up a 3 or 4 timer. Who knows?
Well, certainly interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
The way the yard's horses are running, you wouldn't put it past them, because I didn't give the old Senor Cortez too much chance yesterday, and he routed them.
Absolutely hacked up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how on earth has that just done that?
Very upset.
He's got some jungle juice in that yard at the moment, because they are absolutely routing them, aren't they? It's crazy.
Well, I think since they've acquired some horses from Darryl Holland, and I think Robert Edry's joined the team, or certainly a few of Robert Edry's horses have joined the yard. They've found the key, haven't they, to the horses running well, and yeah, they're running well. They're just hard to rule out whenever you see one at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just shows how good a trainer he is, really.
It does, yeah, and
plus he's getting some winners with 2-year-olds as well, which is nice to see. So
yeah, good yard, very good yard.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, okie dokie. So if we're going to move on to the 8:30, I've written a spiel out here as well, and I have said that Coq Bastal has shown plenty of promise in all 3 of his runs to date, and last time out, put everything together, beating Turret and Andrew Balding, novice winner, who beat Glory Road, who we had win for us last time out. Coq Bastal and Turret were well clear of the Gosden horse Humphrey, who was well fancied. I thought Coq Bastal looked firmly on the up. He's forecast to be 11 to 4, so not a massive price. but is an interesting horse. I don't know if you've thought too much or got something in here that you're particularly interested in, but he's the one I was interested in.
Yeah, I think he'll win. There's no two ways about it for me. I think everything went against him on his first run this year at Yarmouth. Put it all together last time. The longest straight here will suit him. Kieran Fallon on. I think he'll probably sit maybe mid-div, 2/3 of the way back, and I think he could be a horse, a handicapper on the up. There could be a good prize in him, I think.
Yeah.
I
thought he
he'd be
impressive.
Yeah, I mean he'd be. There are some good little handicappers in here. Make no mistake about that. So
Yeah.
it won't be quite as easy as I'm making out. But I'd be disappointed if he couldn't win because I think he could be quite good.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We're on the same page with that for sure then. Okie dokie. So we're off then to the 9 o'clock, where I have said Solana has the services of Billy, and he's a multiple course winner for an informed yard, so must have a fair chance forecast to be 5-2. Crooked Path is the horse I'd be worried about most, starting out for the James Owen yard, having come over from Ireland. The horse has been running over the sticks and won last time out, and rated just 65 on the flat. He could be dangerous. I wouldn't play anything until I knew if he was positive or negative in the market. So that's my spiel for the 9 o'clock. Don't know what.
Yeah, I think Solana's got a pretty good chance here.
Yeah.
Loves Kempton. Gets on well with Billy Lockname. I think he rode it to win last time when it looked as though Fast Steps had stolen a march on them.
Yeah, he had.
And Billy clawed it back. So background here over this trip, and only £3 higher than when she won here as well.
Yeah.
I think she's got a pretty good chance with a good jockey booking. Obviously, you never know if James Owen. It's always interesting when he puts Kieran Fallon up.
Yeah, it's a dodgy one. That
I mean, you couldn't be going into the race thinking I fancy the James Owen because quite simply on form you couldn't have it on your mind. It's only the yard switch, isn't it, that makes it of interest.
Yeah, well, although obviously he's won over the jumps in Ireland. I mean, the scary thing would be is if a lot of money came for him, because 65 is by no means a particularly high rating. So I mean, I personally I wouldn't play until I saw what the situation was with the James Owen horse. If that wasn't in there, quite simply, there'd only be one name written on my piece of paper, and that would be obviously Solana. But I'd certainly be worried about the Crooked Path if a load of cake came. The other, do you remember Imperial Decision for us as well? Nothing. I don't remotely fancy it for this race at all. But it was a funny one, wasn't it? Because Billy rode him that day for us when he finished third. I was pretty disappointed in the horse, to be honest with you. But that was in a class 5. Then they ran him in a class 4. So he's been running in all these 4s and 5s, and you just think to yourself, at some point they're going to chuck it in a class 6 where it would have a much better chance. So be interested to see how it runs anyway.
I wouldn't be completely against it, I must admit. I think after running after the break, every now and again they do go quite well, these Kieran Burke horses, and Josephine Gordon obviously generally rides all of the Kieran Burkes, and drawn in 11, I think it'll be coming from the back, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it running on and showing something, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're certainly watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey. So anything else for tomorrow, or is that it?
No, that's it really. I think it's a pretty good card at Kempton, and I'm quite looking forward to it. And hopefully one or two we've mentioned will get their heads in front. I mean, we've mentioned quite a few, so if we haven't, then be a bloodbath really. But
Yeah.
so
Okey-dokey.
yeah.
All right then. Well, cheers for that. And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you. Okay, so that just about wraps everything up for today. Thanks for listening to today's analysis. If you found it useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss our daily race previews. For our exclusive early analysis before the markets open, visit gallopinggurus.com and become a member today. We mostly rely on people's kindness to donate for our hard work, so if you feel like you got something out of our analysis or out of our content, please don't hesitate to go to the gallopinggurus.com website and hit that donate button. No matter how big or small, we appreciate your support. Be lucky everyone, enjoy the racing, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao ciao for now.